Hey guys, Marsangin here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so earlier today we had a tweet from the JP Dokkan Twitter account announcing that we are going to be getting a special Tanabata video to reveal information about the upcoming Tanabata celebration. So you can see here it's just the Google Translate for Twitter, so it's probably not super perfect, but Tanabata campaign is about to begin. Dokkan Battle news to be released. The premiere will be released on the official YouTube channel at 8 PM on Wednesday, June the 26th. Now this is JP time, so it's quite far ahead for most of us in most time zones. This will be, I think, sometime early afternoon for UK. I'll let you guys know, because normally what they do with these things is they make this post where they announce that it's coming, and then like a day or two before they post the actual link to the premiere and you can actually go to it, and then obviously it will tell you in your local time when it actually starts. So then of course you can check that for yourself and keep an eye on it. So 8 PM JP time on Wednesday means it will probably be, depending on which time zone you're in, it could be quite early Wednesday morning, could be Wednesday afternoon. I think the earliest it would be is like 8 AM depending on the time zone you're in. But like I say, you will be able to, when the link is actually available, go to the premiere and check it out and see what time it actually starts. So no other information other than that a video is coming. Here's the promotional art. Now straight away, you know, I've already seen people saw this post and started thinking, okay, well, this means that the Tanabata is going to be Namek themed. So we could be getting a new Goku and Frieza or something like that, right? We still don't have a Dokkan Fest, like final form Frieza, just standalone, like straight up. But we could have a final form Frieza that transforms into full power. We've obviously got like the Namek Goku, the Super Saiyan 1, the LR, and the TUR STR 1 that goes from base to Super Saiyan with the transformation animation. But we could still get something like KAIKOKEN Goku into Super Saiyan or something like that. But the thing to note about this is that last year, when they posted a thing announcing that Tanabata news was upcoming, they used a picture of, from very early, like beginning of Z pretty much, like the first couple of episodes, the Z Goku holding like the baby Gohan in his little yellow and green outfit with the little hat. And then of course last year's Tanabata unit was full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So definitely don't read too much into the fact that Purunga is on the art. As the title of the video says, there are actually a few different things that it could potentially be. I've seen people talking about a couple of different options. Obviously, people will always speculate for these big celebrations. I say big celebrations, Tanabata is not one of the bigger ones, but we do get a Dokkan Fest exclusive LR and then a Carnival LR. And they are usually characters who fight each other. So we end up with a lot of speculation of like the matchups that people would like to see. However, there is a little bit of evidence in the files with upcoming missions and stuff that could potentially lead to a conclusion here. Because remember, this is going to come out on the 26th, the information. I think last year we looked it up, Goku's unit came out on, I think it was like the 30th or the 29th, like the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So we will get the full details and everything by the end of this week. Whether they'll show all the details in this, a lot of these videos, they sometimes show like the leader skill and then like the passive and some of the animations. Sometimes they show the full info, like all the links and everything. So I would imagine, being this close to when the unit is probably going to release, we should actually get the full info. But basically around this time, I think it's the day before this all comes out, there are going to be a bunch of missions added onto the Legendary Frieza event. So if we take a look at this, the Legendary Frieza event is going to have 3 missions added. So clear the stage with 6 Universe Survival Saga characters on the team, clear the stage with 6 Space Traveling Warriors on the team, and then clear the stage with 6 Universe 6 characters on the team. And as you can see, these missions are being added on the 25th, UK time, 9 AM. So JP time, this would be, again, like late in the afternoon already of the 25th. So not long before the Tanabata reveal, and therefore only a couple of days before the unit. Now, obviously, this could be completely irrelevant, but they don't usually add missions onto an event just out of nowhere for no reason, especially not like if you think about the fact we are in the very ends of the Rosé celebration on JP, LR Cell Max just came out. They're obviously not going to be dropping any other new units right at the end of that celebration. So these missions don't really make any sense for releasing as part of the end of the Goku Black celebration. I guess the Universe 6 one, like we had the sub Easy A's, and quite a few of them are on Universe Survival Saga. But this is leading a lot of people to speculate that, you know, these missions, if they were for those Universe 6 sub EZAs specifically, it would have made sense to drop them when those EZAs came out, or at least within like a few days from when they came out. But those EZAs came out in part 1, and we're already like very much into part 2 of the celebration. They've released Cell Max. If anything, if they were going to add missions in part 2 for the celebration that were just supposed to be for this part 2, they would be categories that would be relevant to Cell Max, right? Like, I'm pretty sure there isn't a Super Bosses mission. This whole celebration has pretty much been about Super Bosses, and I'm fairly sure there isn't a Super Bosses mission for the Freezer event on JP. So a lot of people are of course speculating that this is to do with the upcoming Tanabata, and if we take a look at the wiki here, there is of course one major character that is on Universe Survival Saga, Space Traveling Warriors, and Universe 6, right? And that is Hit. I'm pretty sure he is the only character that is on all 3 of those categories. And something that people have been asking to see for quite some time in Dokkan is a dual Dokkan Fest of Hit versus KAIKOKEN Goku. Because remember, this KAIKOKEN Goku is the one from the Tournament of Power, right? I mean, he has the Tournament of Power link for a start, but obviously he has the active skill with the Spirit Bomb. This guy is from the Tournament of Power from when he does the Spirit Bomb against Jiren, which obviously then leads into the manifestation of Ultra Instinct. But we don't have a Goku, a Blue KAIKOKEN Goku from the Hit versus Goku fight, or at least a recent one, because I think the original Blue KAIKOKEN Goku, like the AGL one, who for some reason in the game is actually just called like Super Saiyan Blue Goku. He's not actually called Blue KAIKOKEN. I think he is supposed to be from the Hit fight from the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament, because I don't believe, I'm just finding him on here, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't have the Tournament of Power link, which, I mean, it wasn't a thing at the time that he released, I'm fairly sure, but yeah, he does not have the Tournament of Power link. He's on tournament participants, because of course he's in the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament, but yeah, so he is from the Hit fight, although he is just called Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku. So what I would expect to see is that we would probably get a blue Goku that then transforms via an active skill. Looking forward to that animation for sure, right? But transforming with an active skill into KAIKOKEN Goku. And then the interesting thing is, what will we get for Hit? Because Hit is one of those units that is like, you know, Piccolo used to be before Superhero came along and gave us the Power Awakened Piccolo, like Beerus before the anniversary, where they decided having some pajamas was a good enough reason. But all Hit units in the game have the same name. So it's a little bit awkward for him, especially when he has the link set that he does. It's like the LR Hit and God Goku, who, even though these guys are from the Tournament of Power, I would imagine these guys have a very good chance of easy-Aing if the two main units are going to be Super Saiyan Blue, KAIKOKEN Goku, and Hit. Bear in mind, of course, one of them will be the Dokkan Fest exclusive LR from part 1, and the other one will be the Carnival LR in part 2. Usually it's the Superclass character that is the Dokkan Fest exclusive, and then the Extreme character is the secondary LR. It was, you know, Trunks and Vegeta, and then we had Fusion Zamasu, then obviously Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then we had Omega. So it would probably make sense for Hit to be the Carnival LR. But yeah, these guys, because of the link set that Hit has, these guys end up being his best link partner, because they are technically like another Hit unit. So the ideal thing that we could do for this guy is, of course, give him some sort of transformation. I know there is a version in Xenoverse, so I think it's like Hit and then brackets Awoken or something, because of course the whole point of the fight against Goku in the Universe 6 tournament is Hit, very much in a similar vein to Frieza, right, saying that he's never like trained, he doesn't like train, doesn't like raise his power level, doesn't do like, hasn't really ever thought about doing that, because he's an assassin, right? He doesn't go for these like all-out drawn-out fights, and so then by fighting Goku he does essentially do that for the first time and reach like a new, not even necessarily, it's not like a new form, but just like a new state of mind, like a new state of battle during that fight. And obviously that's not represented in Dokkan in any way, and could be an excuse for them to have a slightly differently named hit, because as we know, transforming characters, even if they transform into a form with the same name as something else, they can then link. But obviously hit can't really transform into just another hit. I guess technically they could do that. Like he transforms with a Dokkan, like with an active skill, has a different art, but then is still just called hit, and then technically would still link with other hit units. The only problem with doing it that way, of course, is it means he won't link with other hit units until he transforms. So it would all depend what his transformation condition is. Ideally, it's a shame because he would be the Carnival LR, going by the previous meta of having the Extreme unit be the Part 2, because he's the kind of character where giving him a Part 2, like giving him a banner unit, if he was the Dokkan Fest exclusive, giving him a banner unit that actually shares a bunch of links with him or gives him extra key or something like that is probably the most beneficial. But as I say, with the trend that we've seen from the Tanabata units, it would make sense for this guy to be the Carnival LR and the KAIKOKEN GOKU to be the Dokkan Fest exclusive LR. Obviously, he could have a pretty interesting combination of leader skills. This guy has reps of Universe 7 and Universe Survival Saga, which is to a certain extent kind of pointless because of all the overlap, but of course he is on a ton of categories, so this guy could have a very, very good combo of the 170s plus 30%. The interesting thing for hit, of course, was if hit is the Carnival LR, like what leader skill is he gonna have? Because like a 200% leader skill for like Universe 6 probably isn't really that hype. I mean, Universe Survival Saga, I guess, although technically I guess the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 specific characters, would they even be in that category? Let me just double check that KAIKOKEN GOKU again, because, well, I don't know if that was, they would have retroactively added it, right? But that wasn't a category in the game, was it, when he came out? But yeah, he's not in it, so they wouldn't be in Universe Survival Saga. Target Goku is an interesting one because obviously it's mostly extreme characters, a lot of whom with big bad bosses, so this guy wouldn't fit super well on that team. Rapid Growth, Space Traveling Warriors, Accelerated Battle, 200% could be interesting. Tournament Participants, I guess, would actually be quite good because all the characters from the Tournament of Power and the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 and all those other random like characters from like the Dragon Ball tournaments, the BoJack characters, Tournament Participants would actually be a pretty good 200% lead for him, especially with all of the buffs that Universe Survival Saga got during the anniversary. So I think Tournament Participants would definitely be, I think, probably one of the best 200% leads for him. Of course, he could even have super bosses, but with the Rose and Cell Max just having come out on Global, I think it's probably unlikely that he has super bosses. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Do you think the missions are a hint towards Universe 6 versus Universe 7? Do you think it'll be something completely different and the missions are just coming very late for the Universe 6 sub EZAs that came out on JP? Let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comment section. Also, what about, do you think these guys would EZA, even though technically they're from a different arc? I think if we're getting a new hit in Goku, this is probably the perfect time to EZA them. And then they would be another solid unit on those teams, right? Because especially if we're talking about Tournament Participants or Accelerated Battle for the hit leader skill, and then of course the new UI Goku having something like Universe Survival Saga, Tournament of Power, not Tournament of Power, it's the wrong thing, Tournament Participants as a thing, then this guy would fit onto either of their teams with an EZA, which would be pretty good. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. If you don't think it's going to be Hit versus Goku, what would you like to see as the Tanabata theme? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.